Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all lives and genders, welcome back to a brand new episode of an Unnamed podcast. I am your host with the most, H90, with co-host
Lord Squid Laden.
Lord Squid 69. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here tonight, again, or this morning, this afternoon, this day. Thank you guys so much for being here.
I see clearly.
Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Thank you much. Thank you so much for being here on another brand new episode of an Unnamed podcast. First and foremost, I would like to speak about certain things, like for example, I believe it was May 27th of 2025. So by the day of this recording, it was 3 days ago. Ghost did a cover of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. There was a lot of hate during the stream because it didn't suit Tobias's voice, and that I'm just here for Ghost comments. Listen, this Ghost fandom needs to fucking relax, bro. On some real shit, bro. I love Ghost. I will still support him. I still support him. Listen to the new album. Like we said on the last podcast, it's actually not a bad album. At least in my opinion. It's not a bad album. I've been listening to it nonstop, and I will support him to the very end. But dude, the fans need to fucking relax, bro. They need to chill, dude. Because this whole negativity stuff on like how Tobias fucked up and how I'm only here for Ghost. Like, no one gives a fuck if you're here for Ghost. Like, just watch the damn stream. Again, it was a tribute for Queen, which was pretty good. Tobias did a very good. He was very nervous during the whole performance. But, I mean, who wouldn't if you're, performing for Queen of all things and British, and Swedish royalty. So, like, come on. I would be nervous too. You would be nervous. But he did a very good job. It was a very good cover. Was it my favorite cover? No, it wasn't. Sympathy for the Devil was my favorite cover. I will tell you that was one of the greatest covers I've ever heard from Ghost, aside from It's a Sin. But he did a good job, man, and he killed it. He killed it like a motherfucker. So congratulations to Mr. Tobias Forge of Ghost. And yeah.
Cali Uchi's couldn't handle the hate,
Also, if you do hear a big ass
turbine,
it's our fan. It's hot as hell. Up in here is like 104 degrees.
Our only fan, actually. Long story short, brother. There is this artist on the top 5 Billboards charts when Even an Arcadia came out.
Yup.
Named Kali Uchi. I like to call her Coochie Boochie.
Never heard of her.
And she purposefully blocked out Slave Token on her story because, in her words, she wasn't comfortable with putting a artist who was black-facing on her story. When you really could have just not posted the story at all. Yeah. Or really, you could have just posted it and been like, hey, I made the top 5.
We get it. We get it. Your top 5 on the Billboard, 100, 200, whatever it is.
You could have just left it at that without having to explain that this artist was black facing.
Yeah.
And the Ghost community, the Sleep Token community just came out all hands on deck and just straight up said, black facing is when you paint your face in black and you start mocking black people from fucking the UK to America and everything in between.
Yep.
What Sleep Token is doing is playing a character. And they're not imitating or mocking black people or their culture or anything of that nature.
But that's the thing, though. Is it really considered blackfacing?
I thought because
that it's not, because they still have masks.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a mask. The only thing that you can see that is painted black, which is a good song, by the way.
Yeah.
Is their little mouth area right here.
Yeah. But Vessel isn't just doing the fucking face and shit. He does his entire fucking body.
Yeah.
Which is not black facing because motherfuckers just do their faces, put the white big ass lips, and then they would do that shit. And then
I think, you know what? I think people are just fucking sensitive, man. Like it's stupid. Like Why put in your 2 cents? No one gives a fuck. First and foremost, I've never even heard of this bitch. What's her name?
Uchi.
Uchi.
Sounds like
Stinky Coochie.
Sounds like an itchy.
Never
fucking
heard
name.
of her in my life up until right now. And to be honest, I just seem like you're butthurt, bro. You're top 5 and he's top 1.
To be top 5 in the Billboard's top 10 artists is a fucking feat in itself.
Yeah, congratulations.
So you literally could have been like, hey, like, look, I made top 5. Why not do that? And then to the cherry on top, which is so funny, is that the fucking slave token community. If you go on her Instagram at least, because I think she took down her TikTok, the first like comments that are the most liked are just sleep token gifts, and they're just funny as fuck. Cause there's some memes where it's like Vessel taken out of context. He's doing like some dumbass pose,
Yeah.
and then there's one of him on a literal lime and shit, and it's just sleep token gifts and pictures and shit flooding her comments.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, and then after that she just basically fucking lost the war and shit. And what's fucking stupid is that there are sleep token fans who are like, guys, this makes us look immature and shit. It's like, dog, she fucking accused our god Vessel of blackfacing, bro. You think we're just gonna be like, no, like, fuck out of here? Like that's some fucking shit that would. That is some like what is it called, defamation shit right there, bro.
It's funny because
I ain't gonna let that shit slide.
it's funny because that's how it happens sometimes, bro. Like one artist will call out another, and then that other artist's fans are gonna come out and be like, yeah, you know what, fuck you, and all this other stuff. And then it's like the artist that had the accusation first is like, well, I'm the victim because they're attacking me. And it's like, bro, ain't you the one that started it?
Like some part, I forgot who it was, but good old saying is like, don't start a war that you can't win or some shit.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You know, speaking of our gods and shit, I don't know if we talked about this. You know, kids would pray to Lucifer, unironically.
We talked about this on our podcast. There was a story that I told a long time ago about how this one girl used to pray for the devil, for Lucifer, for Samael, because no one would pray for him, not to him, for him.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And she ended up dying, and a man in a black suit came and said, I'm going to pay for everything. And then the mother said, well, who are you? And he said, the man in the suit said something along the lines of, don't worry about who I am. All you got to know is that she prayed for me. And I'm going to pay for everything.
And then there are people saying, because I saw that shit on a reel about like kids or people praying for Lucifer or just wishing him well or some sorts.
Yeah.
Because some people had the argument or like the point of everybody has sinned in one way or another, and they should be not be forgiven, but they should at least be like, you know, showing some love because like they sinned.
Mercy, yeah.
Yeah. And then some people were saying, oh, well, he rebelled against God and was blasphemous towards him and shit. And then in my head, I'm like, well, why is it wrong to, if Lucifer was his brightest angel and shit, and there are parents out there who have like a bright child or some shit,
yeah,
like they could be there's fucking murderers out here that are forgiven by, you know, victims of families and shit. I mean, give them power, because how the fuck is that possible?
There was this one that reminds me, because there was this one story of this one guy who had his son got murdered, and then the guy, like, everybody was talking like shit to him, like, I hope you burn in hell, da da da. I can't remember the name or the the names of the victim or the person that murdered him, but there was his dad, the guy's dad's victim. Is that how you say it? The guy's dad's victim?
The victim of
the victim's
the father's
dad.
victim?
The victim's dad.
Okay.
Pretty much told him and said, you know what? I could say 1,000,001 things, but all I'm gonna say is that I forgive you for what you did. And then that is when the killer was in tears, because everybody else was like saying, I hope you go to burn to hell, da da da. And then the victim's father said, I forgive you for what you did. And I hope that you can forgive yourself, or something like that. And that's when he started crying. I was like, damn, that's crazy. So my thing is, though, bro, what you were saying, if we were to pray for the devil, right, or for Satan, Lucifer, would we get damned to hell?
I don't know. I mean,
would God find that appealing, or would he like, be like, nah, fam, don't do that?
I mean, even that hypothetical question would still be like, at least in my eyes, would be like,
or is it even blasphemous to talk about it?
I mean, hypothetically, if you word it like that, I would say like, well, if God is all forgiving and stuff, why can't his own creation forgive the angels that were once in his kingdom and forgive them as well? I mean, like what the fuck is that about? And, so it always revolves around back to that question of like, if God is all forgiving, why can't he, accept us for X, Y, and Z? And I don't know. I mean, would I find it weird if my child was like, or if my kid was like, hey, mommy, like, I pray for Lucifer because, I heard he did wrong and I think he should be forgiven or be shown mercy. Yeah. I'd be like, just don't get demons in the house. That's fine, but do it with your own safety, though, bro.
That's the thing, bro. Like for example, with the, that's a question we could ask a priest.
What?
Like, is it okay to pray for the devil? And then they'll be like, what? I'm gonna be like, no, not pray to the devil, but pray for the devil. Like, ask for forgiveness for the devil.
Fuck, there was this one quote that was in that comment section that says something like, I forgot what it was. It says something like, if I have to ask God for forgiveness or some shit, then maybe asking the devil for strength is something I should do or something like that. It was a hard ass quote.
Here's a little a theory that I have. This is a theory I have. I've never heard anybody else talk about this theory.
Just a theory.
This is my theory and my theory alone. I'm not saying that I believe this, but I'm just saying that it is a theory. So my theory is, how you have a mom and a dad, right? So let's say God is a woman or God is a man, right? What if, bro, the devil was the mom, or for example, the dad, right? So let's say that God is a woman, right? So if God is a woman, he is our mother, right? He is she is our creator. Now, what if the devil was our father? So what if God and Lucifer were married, and God twisted your mind and said, don't listen to the devil.
That's fucked.
Because he is evil. He just wants bad for you.
Fuck.
But the devil's like, no, I love you. You are my creation. And thus why he got rebelled, because God was like, you're not going to get in between me and my children, us, and damned him to earth or to hell. And that's why God doesn't want us close to the devil.
Be some sickening shit, bro.
Because God is our mom and the devil is our dad. Think about that. Think about it, because it's true. Like, that happens here, right? Like, if you have a mom, right? You have a mom and then your dad, and they're married, they don't work out. What's the first thing your mom is gonna say, bro? Don't listen to your dad. Your dad's a bitch. Your dad is this. Your dad is that. Your dad's a liar. He's a manipulator.
And in a lot of cases, it is like, when
it's
two
actually
parents,
vice versa, dude. Vice versa. The dad is actually like, yeah, you know what? And then the mom's the one that's manipulating you, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, a lot of cases are like that, especially with crazy religious people who are like, don't listen to your father because he's crazy and shit. And then I found a quote here. It says, 2 kinds of people who pray to Satan. Lucifer. Is his real name Lucifer or Samael?
Well, so his biblical, that's the thing. The biblical name, I think, is Samael.
Fire. Samuel. And it says one who is hungry for power and the other who is deserving of peace. And then somebody here said, might actually start praying for his forgiveness instead of mine. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And
well, that's true though. Like, again though, like, is that bad? So like, if you do pray to for the devil, will God damn you to hell? Bars? ? Because it's like, is that a bad thing to do? Like, are you blasphemous for praying to for the devil?
I mean, you could say the same thing about, the murders and shit. Like, is it blasphemous that I forgive somebody who
murders?
Like, is it fair to my dead son that I forgive his murderer? And if
that's true,
and if
that's true,
and in some people's eyes it is, but in mine it's not. So it's like, then why can't the same thing be said for Lucifer? You know.
You know, I always said that if somebody were to murder like a family member of mine, I would forgive them, but I don't think I would.
This might sound fucked up, but I think it would depend on who it is that they murdered.
It's crazy.
That's insane, bro.
That's actually insane.
Getting rid of things. That doesn't sound funny. I mean, the pennies though. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Getting rid of pennies.
Think about it. Let's think about this logically.
My mom uses them for change.
Realistically speaking, if you're participating at home and paying attention, how many of you actually still carry cash in 2025? I haven't carried cash since fucking production, bro. They don't listen.
They just stole our fucking things, bro. Fuck.
So I haven't carried cash since I want to say maybe 2017, 2016. No, 2018, around there, 17, 18. I haven't carried cash since then. The reason being is because, think about it like this. I don't know how much I got in my bank account. Like, I don't. I get paid. Okay, I get paid this amount. I don't know how much I got. It makes me spend less, right? Now, when I have cash, I'm like, I still got, $45 left or $150, whatever I got in my wallet. So I just keep spending. Oh, okay. And now I'm down to my last $20 bill. Do I really want to spend this? Fuck. Nah. So, and then you think about it. I'm a paranoid schizophrenic. So it's like, think about like, oh, what if you get kidnapped or not kidnapped, robbed at gunpoint? There goes your money. It's like, fuck. So I don't carry cash.
There goes your credit cards.
I could cancel those. You can't cancel money.
But what if they take your phone too?
I could just call them.
How? If you get what do they spend on your shit before you get home? What do they take the car, bro?
If you report it stolen, report it stolen, they'll give you back your money.
Yeah, that's fucking true, huh?
You could say, oh, hey, they'll be like, there's a purchase here for $150 at Best Buy, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I wasn't there. And they'll be like, okay, do you want to dispute it? You could dispute it. They'll contact Best Buy. They'll run out the films. And then Best Buy will send security footage to the company. And then you'll be like, yeah, they stole my wallet. They brought me at gunpoint. They have all my money. They took my phone. I couldn't call you guys. So that wasn't me. And then they'll,
Is this legal advice you're giving?
This is not legal advice. This also isn't professional advice.
Oh my God.
I don't know, bro. But getting rid of the penny, I heard we spend like 3 pennies to make one.
How the fuck?
Yeah, I heard we spend 3 cents per penny. So technically, it's not really that good to have pennies laying around.
On my back.
And then think about it too, bro. Like when you see a penny on the floor, do you really pick it up?
Yeah, I do.
That's some Jewish ass shit. Like
no,
I would never do that.
It's not my fault somebody fucking dropped it and went, yeah, the penny, I'll leave. Another man's
fuck it.
One man's
like
trash is another man's treasure.
1 cent. What is 1 cent gonna buy you in this world?
Okay, well, what if you need that 1 extra cent to get the fucking the down payment on a car? Huh? Mm-hmm. How you gonna feel when you're like, damn, that penny I saw at the fucking stall, I really should have picked it up now.
If I really needed a penny for a down payment on a car, like that 1 extra penny, I would just be like, hey, do you have a penny? And then here you go. Here's the 1 penny for the down payment. And then you'll be like, okay, for example, I'm at CarMax, right? And I want to go buy a car. And the guy's like, well, you need $2,999 and you have $1,999.99. You need that 1 penny. I'm going to tell the guy, hey, bro, do you have a penny I could borrow? And he'll be like, coincidentally, he has a penny. Oh, yeah, here's a penny. I'll be like, here's that 1 cent for my down payment. Now I have $2,000 down for a down payment. And then I'll be like, I got you. I got the penny next time, bro. I got you. Don't worry.
On interest?
No, not on interest.
No, in car dealers, like, yeah, it'd be 15% on all the interest for the penny.
That's 47%
oh, interest. Damn. If you're speaking of cars, dude.
What's up?
Keep opening that mouth,
bro. Fuck, I'm tired, bro. I didn't sleep, bro. And it's hot as fuck. I feel sweaty, disgusting. I feel like I stink. I feel like I didn't wipe my ass right either.
I hate when that happens.
I fucking hate that shit.
Volvo, or I believe it was Volkswagen, has AI chatbots in their cars now. It's one of the two companies. And I was thinking, bro, like, damn, we already have ChatGPT having parasocial relationships with people.
Damn. Speaking of AI.
Okay.
Fuck. I have it saved on there.
Oh.
God damn it.
Do you remember if you found it on the open web or on YouTube or something like that? Or
it's on TikTok. I want to show you the video.
But yeah, they're putting AI chatbots in the car you can connect with now. And I was like, damn, we already have ChatGPT having social relationships with lonely motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
And Gemini too, which is I believe Google's version of it or Android's version of it. So then I'm like, damn, bro, think about it. Could this be a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah.
Because how many car crashes are gonna happen because I was talking with AI, bro. Look, tell them AI, and all you hear is, yeah, like, AI, where you at? AI?
AI.
Please talk to me. Here's, I do not speak German, or I do not speak English in some German accent.
So, okay. So I have 2 videos to show.
Okay.
So this guy, his name is Jake Chappell, right? All right. So we're going to watch this video. It's a minute video, and it shows the difference between AI.
Okay.
So first, I want to show you this video right here. Let me see if I can find it. It's called Impossible Challenges, right? Now, I want you to tell me if you think this is real or this is fake.
I'm a master at this shit. I can tell. That shit is so fucking fake, bro. Yeah, that shit is not. The fuck?
Welcome to the Chernobyl challenge. I'm
that
gonna
one.
This glowing poll. Let's see how many views this gets.
Yeah, that one looks low-key real.
No plan, no shoot, just content.
Yeah, what the fuck? That was fake.
Liquid cement until it hardens. Let's get solid.
Oh, that one's kind of hard.
Energy drinks, just gasoline.
That one looks real.
Digging to
That
the
one's fake.
Earth's core, bare hands, no brakes. Can I survive a full latex suit in 100-degree heat with no water? Let's find out the hard way.
That one's kind of
Staring at
hard.
the sun for 10 minutes straight. Wish me luck. Counting
the fuck?
every grain of sand on this beach. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I have to eat.
These are getting harder.
You're happy, Algorithm.
So
Fuck.
I'll tell you right now, all those videos were AI generated videos with Google VO3. Do you know how fucking advanced and fucking scary that is? So when I first saw that, I was like, Google VO3. Well, it says VO3, I think.
Fuck me,
I was
my
like, what the
ass.
fuck is VO3?
I've been humbled.
And I seen a video. I'm not gonna show you the other one because it just shows the difference between 2023's AI videos.
It's the Will Smith eating the shit.
Yeah, the Will Smith eating the fucking spaghetti versus what I just showed you guys.
Yeah.
At first, I was watching that the video I just showed you. I was watching that and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like what the hell is going on? Like, what is this? But I didn't say the other one. But I seen another video before this one, and it was like just like a prompt. It was called like a prompt.
Yeah, that's
a prompt challenge or something like that.
That's what they use, prompts.
And then it was like, just people like talking and saying shit like, "Oh, this is not a real video. This is just a prompt." And I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Is this legit?" And then it said prompts with Google VO3, and I was like, "What the fuck is VO3?" So I gave it a Google. I googled Google, and I gave it a Google, and then it's like Google VO3 is like an AI software or some shit, and you can make prompts with it, and it makes an AI video. And I was like, dude, like that is fucking insane. Like that's fucking crazy.
That one of the dude with the gas, that one looked real as fuck.
The guy with the gasoline looked legit as fuck.
The way the field of view like blurred out in the back, it definitely looked real and shit.
And it's getting kind of scary because you think about it, you're like, what if like in the future like someone accuses you of doing something and then they show you a video and you don't even know if it's real or not because it's like it's so advanced.
I mean, at that point, you're
like think about it. Like think about you watching this entire podcast, and then at the end of the video, at the end of the podcast, we say, "Yeah, this was all an AI generated prompt."
Fuck.
Like you know how fucking crazy that would be. And then not to talk. Sorry, my fault. I know my fault. I know I'm cutting you off, but think about like how insane that is. Like just you not being able to tell a difference. It's getting so fucking advanced. Oh, this smells so fucking good.
At that point, you would just need security cameras. You would literally need to have a Ring security camera in your fucking in your own bathroom, recording 24/7. Not even a second off because they go be like, "Sir, there was a second delay, so or a cutoff, so that could be a fucking an edited thing and shit.
Yeah.
So-
but now, like, I think TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that force you to label it as AI.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, is that enough? Like, is that enough to?
Then we're gonna have AI software determine if an AI content is AI.
So the AI is
then-
gonna tell you if it's AI, and then there's gonna be an AI software to stop the AI
From thinking it's AI.
from thinking it's AI.
It's gonna be fucked up, dude.
I don't know, bro.
And then I was having this conversation with our cousin
Yo,
when that fool came over, him and his boy came over. Cause I was like, bro, go on YouTube Shorts. Like, let's be like intelligent with our shit, bro. There's more
this is the hold
info
on.
there.
This
What
is the
that?
video I was showing you. Look,
that you wanted to show me like a long ass time ago.
no, this is the video that I was talking about.
Oh,
See, that's the problem with men. They think us women are just AI prompts.
yeah, the mouth is all.
Okay,
fucking-
we're done here. Have you heard about the prompt theory going viral on TikTok?
Prompt theory? No, what's that?
The theory claims we're all just AI.
AI? No, I'm a Taurus.
You know,
What
none
the
of this
fuck?
is real, right? It's all just AI.
Yeah, I know all about the prompt theory. It's true, for sure.
No, I was joking. You might actually be crazy. Bro, my wife thinks
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
it
the
looks so legit.
the mouth movement is kind of fucked up and shit. But then we were talking about like, cause I mentioned in the previous episode how I got this fucking clip of Jesus, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
damn, that fool's cosplay is really really on point. Just for him to be interviewing the Easter Bunny, and I was like, dog, I thought that was real. And then he got a video of a baby interviewing like some fucking other thing, and I was like, dude, I just had this thought, and I was like, think about it, VTubers, right? They have other artists draw them like a model to do like the face tracking and shit and like their character. And so if you think about it, bro, this is all like in real time when I was with him. I was like, think about it. In the future, VTubers are gonna have to worry about the AI generators and software creating like a human, like, because you know there's already like hot tub streams,
Yeah.
titty streams and ass streams and shit. There's going to be a time in the near future, like give it 3 to 5 years max, where we're going to have human flesh VTubers, because it's virtual. So we're gonna have H-tubers, flesh tubers with like, you know, big ass titties, fucking the fucking what the fuck are they called? Like the fucking Levi hairstyle bangs
Yeah.
for dudes and shit. And then VTubers are gonna go out of business because then it's gonna be like, well, nobody's into these fucking drawings anymore, bro. We want fucking flesh bouncing tits and shit. And there's already like VTuber models with like a full body thing that they have like body tracking for. Mm-hmm. So imagine like some fucking 10 out of 10 goth femboy VTuber flesh in the flesh, and behind the fucking thing it's just like some fucking 2 out of 10.
It's not even that.
what
Think
the
about it.
fuck,
What if it's a
dude?
guy, bro?
Literally, it could be like it could be some fucking Reddit moderator having like a voice changer for like this 10 out of 10 fucking daddy flesh tuber making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Believe it or not, there's already things like that going on. So I was on my Instagram, right? And my Instagram has a lot of like, not by choice, just saying, it just happened. It just pops up. It's a lot of like porn.
No, dude, that's you've built that brick by brick.
So I was scrolling through the through the Instagram reels, and I stumbled upon
A racist one.
this one, dude. Bad, bro. I can't show it on YouTube. Bad, bro. She was bad, bro. And I'm like, there's something off about it. Like, it seems very off. Like, cause it was a girl walking down, bad as hell, like bad. She was bad. And so she was like walking down like a street, and she was like walking, but like, you know, like those models.
Yeah.
And then like she was like looking left and right, and I'm like, damn, like she has a big personality, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's something off about this, bro. Like, this looks weird, bro. Like, it looks legit, but then weird at the same time. So then I go to her Instagram page, and she has a link, right? It's called Fan View or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And so I click on it, and I'm like, let me check it out. So I'm checking it out. It's practically like, you know, an OnlyFans kind of type shit. And
the
so
scat bitch.
it's just called FanView instead of OnlyFans, but it's pretty much like OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay. And she has like obviously paywalls, so you know you have to pay a certain amount to see it. But then she has some that are free. So then I'm like looking at it and I'm like, this looks legitimately off. Like it doesn't look legit. And so fucking dude, she has a video of her like supposedly like posing for like a photo shoot or something. Again, I can't show it on YouTube, but posing for a photo shoot. And then I finally see it. I'm like, holy fucking shit. So I look at the comments and it just confirms my suspicion. It's all AI generated.
What gave it away?
To me, it was the head. Like because like when she was moving and she was looking left and right, it looked very like 160 FPS. Like it looked super smooth. Like it didn't look human. And I was like, that looks off. But then also like her body was like too good.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, you know? Like it looked legit too good. Like she had a perfect body and I'm like, that is not human. Because if it was like a human body, human bodies have deformities and certain like, you know, things here and there that like, okay, that makes it unique.
Mm-hmm.
And with hers, it was like just perfect. I was like, there is some off.
Yeah.
But what really, really gave it away was the head. Like the way that she moved her head and the way that she smiled, I was like, this looks AI. So lo and behold, it was AI.
One thing that low-key pissed me off, it's not with AI, but it's the fucking people who bitch about it. Because there is this metal band.
Yeah.
I forgot who the fuck it was. But they used AI for like an album cover or for some sort of like art project. And
who did you say it was? I remember.
I don't know who it was, but I know it had to do with like Freddy Krueger on it and Jason Voorhees or some shit like that. And people were saying like, "Oh, why the fuck are they using AI? It's fucking why are they doing that?" And then some people there's obviously like two people on the both sides of the fence.
Yeah, sorry, I had to stretch, bro.
That's insane, man. And then there's a group of people that say, "Well, I mean, if they just why do you care, bro? Like they could do whatever they want with their fucking band. Like it's their project. Let them do what they want."
Yeah.
Then there's another group of people that say, well, they have the money to, support artists. Why can't they just spend like a couple $100s?
That's also true.
And then in my eyes, there's like there's games out there by like, solo artists or solo developers who obviously let's just keep like this metal shit real quick. Even if you have Metallica money and shit,
yeah.
Like, I mean, who gives a fuck if they use AI just for one fucking single, bro? Like, if you use it for one single, are you really gonna bash them even though they already have a fucking discography of like some of the most iconic metal album covers of all fucking time and shit? Oh, damn, that shit, I dead ass forgot my train of thought.
Damn,
see, bro, you fucking did this with your fucking, fucking bitch ass and shit.
But I think there's a difference, bro, when it comes to like,
I'm trying to think what I was.
when it comes to like AI generated images and like actual artists.
Oh, that's what it was.
Because think about it, like, for example, Metallica's album Hardwired to Self-Destruct was created by an actual person. Like their actual the cover of the album is a mix of
all the members.
The members' face.
Yeah,
is that how you say it? The members?
Yeah, the members' faces.
The members the members' faces. Right, so it's a mix of all of them, so you could tell it's all of them, and it's put together brick by brick, like you would say, by an actual person.
You didn't. Okay.
Now, if it was AI, like you would be able to tell, like, damn, that's too good.
Yeah,
So it's like I feel like there's a difference, obviously, and I think it also like tells people like, damn, like they're cheap as fuck and they care about money, because if Metallica, who are probably billionaires at this point. Right, they're probably billionaires.
I mean, the brand is a billion.
Like, definitely. Yeah, they're probably even the members themselves are probably billionaires. Because I
highly doubt that.
think about it, bro. They gave fucking Robert Trujillo $1 million just to sign.
Yeah,
$1 million.
True. I mean, it depends.
And then not counting the sales, the fucking.
And I forgot they own all their music too.
Yeah, they own all their music, so it's like they're probably billionaires at this point. Yeah. So if allegedly, don't sue us.
Okay.
But like, think about it, like. That would make the fans think like, yeah, that they're kind of cheap and it feels like they care about money, Because it's like if Metallica, for example, let's say they come out with an album called through the storm or something, right?
Through the storm.
I don't know, just something like that. Through the storm or some shit.
Yeah.
And they had an AI image maker, like an AI make an image for the album. And then you could tell it's fucking AI. You'd be like, damn, like they cheaped out on the fucking album cover. They're millionaires, billionaires, and they fucking cheaped out on the album cover. Like, that's fucking crazy.
I mean, but even like arguments like that and like people bitching about this, like, dude, it's a fucking album cover. You act like the entire, like, they're acting as if like they ripped the album cover off of a fucking like disabled fucking puppy and shit. And then they're like, oh my god, like what the fuck, like what the fuck is wrong with you? And then on the point, and then and that's what the fuck I was remembering. Let's say, for example, away from like album covers and shit, you have solo developers and indie developers, right?
Right.
They want to make a game from the comfort of their own home, and let's just say they don't have the money for it, right?
Okay.
Because it's hard as fuck. It's a lot of money, a lot of effort to make any sort of fucking game and shit. So let's say they're like, damn, we got all the pieces down, but we need like some sort of background. Let's say like it's like a 2D game, so it's pretty fucking easy to work on a 2D game like Pokemon or some shit.
Right.
And so you're like, damn, we need a background. And you can just tell AI, hey, like, make like a fucking 2D 8-bit background and shit, right? Everything else is done by you. Everything else is like hired by real people, but the background is basically like AI. The fucking closet, let's just say, it's fucking AI generated.
Okay.
But everything else is real. Imagine though, and the fucking thing just disappears, like the backrooms. Fuck, it'd be crazy. And then people were saying like, oh, this game has AI content. Yeah, this game is fucking dog shit and all this other stuff, like bashing the game just because the fucking background, which has no effect on the experience of the game, like it has no effect on the story, on your gameplay, on the NPC dialogue or your choices. It's just wall.
Well, I think it all comes down to like the way that it looks. Obviously, if it's a game that I like and it looks like ass, bro, and I know it's AI generated and it still looks like ass, I'm not gonna play the game, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
like no matter how good the game is, like the graphics are a big part of the game too.
Yeah,
obviously. But I don't know. Like I agree with you. Like if, for example, like for me, like if Ghost were to come up with the AI generated image, personally, I wouldn't care. I mean, I'm not listening to the music, or I'm not listening to the album cover. I'm listening to the music.
Yeah.
Now there's a difference. If Ghost, for example, or Tobias Forge would have said, hey, the last album that I made, Skeletal, was all AI generated.
Yeah, then that'd be like,
I'd be like, damn, no wonder, bro. Like,
oh
I
my
could
God.
tell, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
But it's like, I wouldn't listen to it because it's like, it's not his.
Yeah.
It's not, obviously, like, when I was using ChatGPT once, I told ChatGPT, I said, hey,
please make a photo.
Can you make a song, a love song about so and so?
Yeah.
And so they were like, yeah, whatever. So ChatGPT wrote it. Great fucking banger of a song, by the way.
Lit.
And then I asked it, can I use this for myself? And then ChatGPT said, of course. Just make sure to copyright it and, all that other stuff if you want to use it and publish it. So my whole thing is like, it's not technically yours because ChatGPT wrote it. A computer wrote it for you, a ghostwriter. But then at the same time, it is yours because you copyrighted it and whatever. But
I mean,
I'd be like, it's not Tobias. Like, it's not. I know his writing style, his music style. It's not him. I know it's not him.
And I think when it comes to also like video games and like, let's say like if it's not a background, let's say for example Red Dead Redemption, right? The sequel, Red Dead Redemption 1, not 2. Wait, yeah, 2.
So technically, it's Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah.
Yeah, let's just say for example there was an NPC in the game that had a fucking AI. It was an AI generated NPC, so it had nothing to do with the story. It's just like the fucking bartender.
Yeah.
And people would still be like, hey man, that's fucked up. You could have paid somebody to fucking make an NPC, as if they didn't just drop like billions of dollars on it. And they're like, yeah, let's just say fuck it. Let's just add like an extra NPC in there that does nothing but sells you fucking drugs for your horse. My horse died. I still remember that to this day.
I did too, bro. That's fucked up. Rockstar, that's actually fucked up, bro.
And yeah, and then
I created a legitimate bond with that horse in game and outside of the game.
I think every player did.
And outside of the game. And when my horse died, just like Arthur, I was upset. I was very sad.
I damn near killed myself.
I cried, dude. I legit cried.
Yeah, same. But yeah, and then it's just fucking whack because people are like, one person said, because like I said, some people are saying, well, it's their music, it's their money. Why do you care about the album cover if their music is like a 10 out of 10, but the album cover is computer generated? You're off one, dude. You're on one right now.
I'm so fucking tired,
You're
bro.
on one, bro.
I barely fucking slept last night, dog.
You mean today?
Yeah, today, whatever. This morning. I'm fucking exhausted.
When was the last time you actually slept? Yesterday. That's deep, isn't it? Anywho, yeah.
I don't know,
and they're just like bitching about it, right? And I'm just like, dude, like, I don't give a fuck. And then I posed this question in my head, right? You know how there's always like the argument. Is it the person that makes the weapon dangerous?
Damn, bro, my hair looks disgusting. Why didn't you tell me, bro?
Or is it the weapon that makes the dangerous person?
Technically, it's the person.
Wait, did I just say that shit right? It's the weapon that makes the dangerous person.
So I think it's the person because if you think about it, bro.
So it's the person
who made the weapon. The person made the weapon.
Oh, like that one quote. It said, people wouldn't stop killing each other or some bullshit. So Colt made the weapon, like the Colt M1911,
Yeah,
something like that. So Colt made the Colt.
So think about this, bro. What makes you fat? The food or the spoon?
Oh yeah, that's right, dude. That's right.
Is it the spoon's fault that you're fat, or is it the food's fault?
And then I wanted to pose this question: what makes AI dangerous? The person, or the people who made it, or what's more dangerous, the internet or AI? Let's start with the first one. What makes AI more dangerous? The developers who made it, or the person who's using it?
I think it's the person who used it, because I don't think the developers of an AI would use it for bad, right? I think it's the person, because the person could make a video of you, for example, murdering somebody, and then show the cops and be like, "Look, I recorded it. It's right there for you." And then they're gonna arrest you on that whim. They're gonna be like, "Well, we saw you. We saw the video," and you're like, "That's not me. That's not me." You know what I'm saying? So I think it's the person.
So let's say now, did we get it?
Oh my god, dude! I should have bought that cologne, dude. It smells so good. First and foremost, we went to the mall.
He's dabbing,
and I sprayed some cologne on me, and it was called what?
Giorgio Armani Absolute.
Yeah, whatever the fuck he said. Amazing fucking cologne. I bought a completely different one.
No, the one you bought is absolutely the one you sprayed.
Yeah,
the sample
the one I bought
intensely.
Man, that shit was so fucking good. It smells so good, bro. Fuck, I should have bought that one.
But the samples are like they're low key like not scams, but they're like
they're enhanced, bro. Like
they're the way better.
It's a scheme to buy you into that.
Yes, sir. And then as I was saying, what is more dangerous in this context? Is the internet or AI more dangerous? What's more dangerous, the internet or AI? I think it's the internet.
It is the internet. Again, because there's what's on the internet, people, bro.
Yup.
People.
And with the internet, you can fucking dox people. Motherfuckers literally hacked into the CIA.
There's something called a dark web, bro. For real, like, come on.
Dude, I saw a video about the Silk Road and like the dark web side of it, dude. Oh, fucking Christ, dude. That shit is insane, dude. If I find John Wick on there, bro, I'm done.
I don't even know what the Silk Road is. Anyway, one more topic, ladies and gentlemen, before we call it a day. I am exhausted.
I like how I got quiet. Look at the shits. Would you take a shit?
Okay.
Would you all take a shit? Why is that funny? Would you take a shit in a Japanese or Asian style toilet?
Those are the ones that are like just a hole on the ground, right?
It's just you have to squat to take a shit. Let's just say, because you don't like shitting in public.
I don't.
In public toilets. I do that shit all the time at the gym.
I will only shit in public if I really need to, bro. If I like have to really, really go, like if my stomach is like, if my asshole is like, dude, I can't hold it back anymore, bro. Like you really need to go. That's the only time I will go in public. Or if I clean the toilet myself. But I don't know, dude. I don't like shitting in public. Let alone, I don't like peeing in public, let alone shitting.
What the fuck? Why not pee?
Because, bro, like, I don't know, you can find a way. What if there's a kraken in there? You know, you're peeing and the kraken just molests you or something, bro. Think about that.
Okay, let's just say you're like, fuck, I gotta shit. And then you're like, okay, I'm at the toilet or I'm in the bathroom now. And then you go, you open the bitch, and then you find that Asian style toilet.
Shit.
And you're already like, fuck, the other ones are already taken. Are you gonna?
If I can't hold it, if I cannot hold it, then yeah, I would use it. I'd be like, okay, I'll find a way to do it.
No.
But if I could hold it, I would just wait for a regular toilet. See, us as Americans or people who live in America, because I know one of you motherfuckers are gonna be like, oh, you're not American. You know who you are. It's hard to get accustomed to things, right? Like, for example, when I went to Mexico, back to the motherland, I found out you couldn't shower every single day.
Really? Why?
Because you have a limited amount of water. It's at least from where I'm from.
Okay.
From the little, town that I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
You can't shower every day because you have a limited amount of water, and you actually have to heat up the water before you take a shower. Manually.
Dug it out. Just do it cold.
So you can't really take a long shower.
Okay.
So I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. That was a big what is it called? A big
culture shock.
Culture shock to me. Another culture shock was, again, from the town that I'm in.
The eggs.
There's the eggs, bro. Like the meat, the food quality itself. So you go out and I get there, right, in Mexico, and they're like, hey, you guys want a burger? I said, a burger sounds fire. What are we going to get? McDonald's, Burger King, fucking In-N-Out, Five Guys, sponsor us, Five Guys or something. They're like, yeah, it's a little shop down the street. I said, damn, small little town. Let's go. Motherfucker, we walk like 5 minutes.
That's what's crazy about some parts of Mexico.
Yeah.
There's a fucking store literally on the next. Like your
neighbor is the fucking store.
Yeah, it's like, yo, bro, you got the fucking tortillas, man. It's like, yeah, bro, here you go.
So anyway, bro, we walk, and my sister's like, yeah, just order whatever you want. I said, fuck it, I'll take a regular burger, cheeseburger. Bro, I bit into that motherfucker. I'll tell you straight up right now. They literally had killed a cow in their backyard before opening the fucking stand,
man,
because it was the juiciest, fattest, tastiest fucking burger I have ever had and will ever have.
Man,
it was so fucking fire, dude. Like, it was unimaginably good. And then the eggs, I said, you know what, at the time I was really craving sunny side up eggs, and I said, I told my sister, I said, hey, I want some eggs. She's like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll go make you some right now. Tell me why, bro. She brings the eggs. And she comes back after like 5 minutes, actually, and she brought the eggs. I'm like, where the hell were you at? She's like, I was trying to, get some eggs from the fucking chicken. I was like, damn, like, for bro. And she was like, yeah. And then so she cracks open the eggs and she makes the eggs. Bro, I have never seen eggs that dark. The egg yolk was so fucking dark. It looked like piss yellow. You know, like when you don't drink a lot of water, like your piss is like super yellow.
Yeah.
It looked like piss yellow. But man, I'll tell you what, bro, those fucking eggs were amazing, bro. And I said, whatever they add in the U.S. is nothing compared to what they add here.
Whatever the fuck they feed them damn chickens out in Mexico,
bro, because it was the greatest fucking eggs I've ever. I don't really fuck with eggs like that, but it was so fucking good, bro.
That shit is really strange because I've been getting a lot of reels about people who get sick in the U.S.
Yeah.
And but you gotta stop yawning.
Sorry.
And then people would be like, oh yeah, I took like all these medicines and antibiotics in the U.S. and it does nothing. And then my dad, grandpa, or somebody from Mexico or who used to be in Mexico brings me like medicine, and that shit cures me in like fucking hours or days and shit.
It's not even that, bro. It's like fucking like homemade remedies, like nature's own medicine. Here's the thing. Whenever I have a cough, your grandma, my mom, makes a thing called it's banana with fucking lime, bro. And it's supposed to stop the cough.
Banana?
Yeah, you would think it's disgusting.
I didn't.
Right, but banana with lime.
Okay.
Right? So she chops up the banana and then she adds like lime juice right? Like from squeezes fresh lime juice on it. You would think it's like the most disgusting thing you've ever had, but it's surprisingly really fucking
I
good.
think I've had that shit like one time.
And then like you eat it and you stop coughing. Like it's crazy. Like it's like the craziest shit that they have, like the home remedy shits that always work.
And it's fucking, and that shit is weird because like a lot of people are like, damn, like that shit, they always have like some magical remedies and shit that like that's fucking curable. And then I also had this one reel where it shows like I think it was people in Long Beach in like the 1990s. It was like pre-2000s. Bro, there's like not one single fat bitch in that damn picture. Like everybody looks like they having fun. Everybody look fucking young and healthy and shit.
Yeah.
And then people were saying like, what happened, man? Like after 2000, it was like everybody just started getting fatter. The food got worse. The shit got processed, and now people are getting like more and more sick. They gain more weight. They're not feeling better and shit. Like what the fuck was it that?
And it's true because bro, like you eat certain things now, and it's like you're just like fucking exhausted after you eat. You're like, ugh.
Like fuck, dude.
Back in the day, you used to eat it, you're like, damn, like I feel good.
And what's funny is it was crazy that some people in the comments there too were saying like a lot of some old timers in there, I guess, were like, even a lot of us back then, a lot of my friends are alcoholics and they still looked great in shape too, and they lived a really good life. But I don't know what the hell they're adding in food nowadays, because I mean motherfuckers ain't looking good and shit.
Yeah, it's not they're not wrong. They're not wrong. I know a couple people who are younger than I am, and they're like, they look old as fuck.
That's just crazy.
And I'm like, damn, bro, like, the fuck are they adding to the fucking food? It's crazy.
Yeah. And then I guess before we end it off here, a teaser for the next episode.
Okay.
La Guadalupe origin story.
Oh, damn.
And then that's the teaser for the next one. And I want to end it off with this one, right? Because I saw this YouTube short, I believe, of this one British rock artist who, I think his name's like Youngblood or some shit, which is fucking the most like rapper name given for a white British man who makes rock music. And he was basically saying, long story short, how it's ridiculous how people or how festivals charge like $800 or 800 euros or quid in the EU for front row tickets or for packages for festivals. And I'm like, I mean, if it's like a shit ton of artists, obviously I can see why you charge that much. But he says something, man, where he said music should not be a privileged right. And
Meaning?
I was like, because you know how like now, look at fucking Sleep Talking, right?
Okay.
Before to go to see them in the US, which was like what, 2 years ago, like in 2023, I believe. Or yeah, it was like 2023, 2024. In the Teeth of God tour bars, front row tickets were like $100, like the general admission pit was like $50 to at max $150. Motherfucker, now it's over $1,000.
Yeah,
and like that fucking artist Young Blessed, he's like, music for real fans should not be some sort of like privilege and shit, you know? Like it should be, and look at Western sports and shit too, right? A lot of people say, when you compare like the EU basketball shit, right?
Yeah.
Or EU soccer, like they're like, those are like fans who are like, you know, fucking there to support their team and shit. But like the good old quote said, the fans, quote unquote fans on the West are customers, and then the fans on the East are
in the
real
Europe
fans.
yeah, bro, because like if you look, but even like South Americans, bro, like if you look at for example, Mexicans.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that to be racist, but Mexicans. The show that we went to, right, on October 3rd of 2022, if not 23, when we went to go see Ghost and Volbeat. When we saw Ghost and Volbeat together, the fandom were customers. We went and we were like, yeah, we'll support them, whatever. We bought a ticket, we danced, sang, whatever. But then you look at the performance that happened, you know, in Mexico, bro.
Mexico City, when Papa 4 got.
Yeah, when Papa 4 got anointed, right? It was completely different,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, bro. Motherfuckers were
completely different.
That shit is so fucking crazy.
Anywhere you go, right? For example, if the fans in the UK compared to the fans in the US, Ghost fans, totally different fucking fan base.
Yeah.
Totally. Same thing with the Mexican fan base and the Spanish fan base, I should say. With the European, with the UK fan base, it's totally different, bro.
Yeah.
Totally different. And I think, I don't know, I think people are just fucking scared, bro. Like, when you go to a concert, people are scared to like scream and shout the lyrics because it'll annoy the other fans or some shit.
Nah, y'all some bitches for that, bro. Like, cause we already talked about it. Like that one fucking bitch at the Foxley concert.
Oh yeah,
who was
fuck
like,
that fucking cow.
You guys need to stop pushing the rather some shit. I'm like, bitch, this is a fucking Foxley concert. We are fucking turning the fuck up. There's
also rest in peace to
I think it was Adam. I know it's Adam Ramey or Adam Ramey.
Adam, bro, my fucking photos got deleted. I had a photo with him, bro.
Oh my fucking god, again, dude.
Bro. No, this was when I had the other phone.
Yeah, but rest in peace, my dog, bro.
To Adam. You know, if only we knew you were battling with some dark stuff, we would have helped. He was a good guy, man. He was a good guy.
I fucked with him, bro.
He was a legit good guy, bro. Like, he was good, bro. Rest in peace, Adam.
I'm just happy that, you know, I should really tell Christian's little nephew to give me that damn shirt that he signed.
Oh yeah, he has a fucking autograph, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you should I'll buy that from you.
You should buy it from him. He probably fucking lost it.
Motherfucker.
He probably lost it, bro. But anyway, yeah, it's just like people are fucking bitches, bro. Like, if you go to a concert, let me tell you something right now, bro. Mark my words, when we start this fucking band,
okay,
Pestilential Insanity, bro, and we actually make it big,
yeah,
and we go and people go to our concerts, bro, I'm gonna make people go lose their fucking mind. I'm gonna have people. Why is there water in there?
It does that. It's been like that. All of them, bro.
Or something, bro. Anyway,
we don't even use those.
I'm gonna fucking. We're gonna start hell in there. We're gonna mosh pit. We're gonna fucking. It's crazy, bro.
I'm gonna lose the fucking doors and shit,
and
bro.
And the fucking fans are like, you can't do that because it'll upset other fans. No, dude. If you're going to, in my opinion, if you're going to a concert and you don't get crazy, did you really pay for it? Like, did you really have fun, bro?
Especially like if you remember that one dude at the Foxley concert, I believe. When Butcher Babies were headlining,
yep.
The fucking he was black. The black guy during Dropout Kings and Foxley, this motherfucker didn't move for shit.
He was just like,
and I'm like, dude, how can people just like? Because I didn't know Butcher Babies, and I'm like,
I didn't know Butcher Babies,
and I'm like,
bro.
I'll still fucking head bop.
Bro,
I
didn't know Fox Lake or that. What's the other one?
Dropout Kings
or Dropout Kings. I didn't know him, and I was fucking rocking out.
Yeah,
mind you, I'll tell you something right now. When I went with Christian to the fuck was it? What was the name?
Slaughter Prevail?
No. It was another band. Fuck it. Starset.
A Christian rock band?
They're not even Christian, but I think it's Starset. Was it Starset?
I don't know. Was it Necrogoblicon?
No, it was I think it was Starset.
Okay.
I didn't know who the fuck they were, bro. Never heard of them. And I'll tell you what right now. I was one of the loudest fucking ones in that concert, bro. Never. And then it's funny because there was a lady. She was bad, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bad, bro. Bad. She wanted me, bro. She did want me because she was like, "Where you from?"
Okay.
I should have sound from wherever you want, baby. Anyway, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, bro. Like, she was like, "Do you know who these guys are?" And I was like, "I have no idea who they are." And she was like, "Then why are you rocking out so much?" And I told her what I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I said, because I am here to support the band. Just because I don't know who they are doesn't mean I'm not going to support the band.
Yeah.
For example, with Order 66, I knew a lot of... shout out to Order 66 if you're watching this. I knew a lot of the band members because they have another band called Glass Stab.
Yeah.
Bitch ass band, bro. Bitch ass band. Like, in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, they're a bitching band. Loved it. I have never heard of Order 66. I supported them like I knew them. Why?
Yeah.
Because they put on a great fucking show.
Hell
if
yeah.
you go up on the stage and your energy is just like, bring it, I'm gonna fucking bring it, bro. I'm gonna bring it. Same thing with God Forbid. Same thing with even the other bands. Other bands I can't think of right now. But like
even
Butcher
the fucking
Babies and fucking
the octopus guy. Remember
Dr. What's his name? Damn.
The octopus man, but that motherfucker too. when I was
some Octopus Rock or something like that.
yeah, like even with that motherfucker when I was off the fucking gummy, I was like, damn, bro, this motherfucker, I fuck with this man. Even what's that one? The black guy's name?
Marlon.
Even with Marlon, bro, it like even him as a solo artist, getting the crowd engaged and shit. It's like, bro, fuck yeah, bro. Like, I'm on your side, bro. Like, I'll fucking support you and shit, dude.
Exactly, bro. Like, like if you go up there and you show that you actually care about what you're doing, I'm gonna support you, bro.
Yo,
I've gone to shows. I can't think of their name. As in Hell, I believe is the
yeah.
name.
It was As in Hell.
As in Hell. When we went to go see Necrogoblicon, As in Hell was the opener, bro. One of the fucking best openers I've ever seen.
They were fucking good, bro.
Super heavy. Super crowd engaging. Never heard of him, but I supported and I rocked out like I knew him because they hyped me up. If a band goes, I could go see fucking Lady Gaga.
Mm-hmm.
Not someone I don't like. Let's say who don't I like as a band?
I don't know.
The Weeknd, right? I don't really fuck with The Weeknd or whatever his real name is, Jamal, whatever his name is. What's his real name?
Abel.
What the fuck? I don't know I don't know any of his songs except for like 2 songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cause I'm heartless. And then Guiding Lights or whatever it's called.
Blinding Lights.
Blinding Lights. Something with
Fucker said
ghosts.
Guiding Lights.
Blinding Lights. That's the only 2 songs I know. But if I go to a concert and then like he's like hyping up the crowd, I'm gonna fucking support him because it's like, bro, like you're hyping up the crowd, like you're hyping me up, bro. Like I don't know who you are, but make me a fucking fan.
Yeah.
And a lot of the bands that have gone to go see have made me become fans.
Oh yeah.
As in Hell, God forbid. What's that other one? Ah, damn, I forgot the name of it.
There's so fucking many.
Something War.
Oh yeah, like it was something War.
Something War. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I think it was that one band we didn't know what the fuck it said.
Yeah.
I think it was like some shit War. In the War, something War.
Something War. And then I forgot the name, but God forgive me. Order 66, fucking the Kyle Gas Company, Butcher Babies, and then what's that other one that we went to go see when we got? Oh, you weren't there, huh?
No.
When we saw Bullet for My Valentine?
No.
Or not Bullet for My Valentine? Was it Bullet? No, we saw
3 Days Grace.
No, that other fucking band, bro.
I don't know.
The one that plays Gorgeous Nightmare.
Yeah, 3 Days Grace.
Oh no, fool.
I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
Forgot the name of it. Editor put the name up here or something. But yeah, them like they made me fucking like fans. I mean Stitch Up Hearts, that's what they were called. Stitch Up Hearts. They were the opener for or one of the openers for fucking motherfucking
Ham sandwich.
That's not Bring Me the Horizon. What the fuck are they called? The one that fucking Roddy Roddick was in.
Oh, I don't know.
You're
What?
such a gorgeous
I'm telling you, bro, that shit was probably 3 Days Grace.
It's not 3 Days Grace, bro.
You know, I hate that word gorgeous.
I think it's like Bullet for My Valentine.
No, the fuck it's not.
not.
Gorgeous Nightmare. Oh, Escape the Fate.
Escape the Fate.
Fucking-
Yeah.
They both have 3 fucking words in them.
Yeah, but
Escape the
anyway.
Fate.
Yeah, that's it.
And
That's my closing remarks.
And then, you know, to add on a little bit, the same thing with me happened with Dropbox Kings and Foxley. I was like, who the fuck are these two? And I remember listening to Dropbox Kings. I was like, this music is not gonna be my cup of tea. If I
saw them with
Hanabiya.
Hanabi,
and
right?
then I was like, bro, ain't nobody here banging out to them, and I'm over here fucking losing my mind. And I'm like, dog, y'all just earned yourself a new fan, cause like, y'all more like you said, like if they can make you lose your fucking mind and like headbang the fuck out of your head, dude, like that's enough to make you wanna support them and shit. And thank God I did, cause when they came out here, bro, I was like, man, dude, that shit was sick as hell. And then also seeing focus on one band,
Mental Cruelty, bro.
Yeah,
When I saw Mental Cruelty, Carnifex, and then what's that other band that we saw?
it was Heavy Hitter who opened
Heavy Hitter,
Organoctomy. Heavy Hitter, Organoctomy,
Cryptopsy.
Mental Cruelty, Cryptopsy, and then it was Carnifex.
Those bands, bro, like I'd never heard of any of them except for Mental Cruelty, but I wasn't even a fan of Mental Cruelty. And oh my God, bro. Again, I lost the goddamn pictures. I had pictures of fucking, what's his name?
Oh, fucking Lucas
Cruelty, bro. I had pictures with him, bro. Like, damn.
I was more starstruck when I was more because he's the lead singer for Mental Cruelty, and I was even starstruck meeting him because I was like, holy fuck, it's him. It's him. Like this is the this is the fucker that made me want to do like harsh vocals or just like want to practice them for no reason.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like you're the shit to me, bro. Like you're like my fucking goat. And then, bro, I'm telling y'all, when he did the fucking like the sound check for his vocals, oh my fucking god, it was an actual demon. Like I don't know if you remember because they were doing like because I remember the sound guy was doing like he was like vocal check, and I hear but it was fucking that was demonic. That was the devil in the damn flesh.
No, bro, he put on a good and again, like when it comes to like it was Starset, by the way, the name of the other one is Starset.
Yeah.
When it comes to it, like if you have band like or
fan engagement,
that's a big part of it too. Like I feel like you could have all the talent, you can have whatever, but if you don't have fan engagement, like yeah, that's it. But anyway, bro, let's end this episode and we'll talk about this more on the next one.
Remember, guys, the teaser for the next next episode.
The Lady of Guadalupe. On the next episode of an Unnamed podcast.
La Guadalupe origin story.
Will they survive?
Will they survive? That's the only time we have for the next. We'll have to think of some more.
All right, but
it's playing, bro. It's playing.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello? You know it's live because you had it connected to your shit.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my fucking gosh, bruh. Oh my fucking.
Here, let me put it on my phone.
This fucker actually thought it was playing for real,
because I heard it.
That shit was funny, man. Support your local artists, even if you don't even fucking know them, as headliners, openers.
Support them, bro.
Yo.
They might make it big. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all lives and genders. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here
on this AI generated shit
prompt of an unnamed podcast. I have been your host with the most. It's been 90. We're simply just 90 with co-host
Lord of Squid Laden. Lord of Squid Laden.
We'll see you guys on the next episode, and like always, stay black and you know.
And rest in peace, my boy Adam.
Rest in peace, Adam. We'll miss you, bro. And like always, we'll see you guys on the next one.